Alright guys, so in this video we're going to learn how to use the swap function so we can take it from XUSDC to some other token. Before I do that though, I want to come over here and let you know where we're at. So I posted over on X, engines have been ignited. First credit union in the USA to launch a stablecoin using $metal. That's the $metal blockchain, guys. White label, what did I tell you? The metal ecosystem is a white label for the credit unions so that they can come into crypto. One of the main things they're going to need is what? Stable coins, right? Then they can add the loan protocol in, and then they can give their customers loans without any fees, without any gas fees, right? And they can earn when they loan out, and then in some cases even earn while they borrow. So anyways, we'll get to all that as we move forward, but it says you are seeing real world usage of the metal blockchain. Start paying attention. XPR, metal, loan. It has started. So St. Cloud Financial Credit Union to launch first credit union stablecoin in the United States with Metallicus. And what did they have to say? In a landmark move for the U.S. banking, St. Cloud Financial Credit Union, together with Metallicus, the core developer of the metal blockchain and the leader in blockchain technology for who? Financial institutions. And DeLand, CUSO, will issue cloud dollar. That will be $CLD, which is USD currency. Again, cryptocurrency are stable coins. Okay? But the nation's first credit union issued a stable coin as a milestone in St. Cloud's digital asset vault launch, delivered in-house on a compliance-first stack that connects directly to the St. Cloud's core via DeLand's core-to-core $CLD USD. So the ball has the little snowball that we put in our hand at the top of the mountain has begun to roll. Okay, it has officially started. Remember when we were going over the new financial system, learning the new financial system, I told you guys that these credit unions were trying it out. They were running test runs. But now we see the first one actually producing and will start using their own personal stablecoin through the white label of the Metallicus ecosystem. This is real world usage, and that's important. I think what I'm going to do in the next video is explain how cryptocurrency, and digital assets, or crypto assets, how they gain value. I think that's important. We've had people ask in the comments, and so I'll go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and get started in this video, guys. It's very simple. We're going to learn how to swap a token in the Metallicus ecosystem. Now that we've already KYC'd, we've already gone through our got our WebAuth wallet, already got some USD moved in either from an exchange or from our bank account. So now we need to know how do we swap that USDC for some other crypto in the Metallicus ecosystem. So let's get started with that. Okay, so we're looking at my cell phone. I'll show you on a desktop browser as well, but this is just looking at our cell phone. All you have to do to swap, this is when you enter into your WebAuth wallet or enter into the app, this is the screen that comes up. All you have to do is go up there to that swap function, hit that swap button. So I'm going to click on that. That will open up a tab in your browser, and now you are connected to the browser. Alright, so right now what it's showing us, if you look right up here, this is going from XPR to XMD, right? But we don't have any XMD, and if I click on this, like tap on it with my finger, let me do that for you. You tap on it, and you'll see that everything is based on XMD. So we've got a bit of a problem. We don't have any XMD, we have USDC because we either moved that from the exchange or we brought it in directly from our bank account. Let's X out of that up in that top right corner there. And we see that we don't have any kind of option to get XMD here. So if you go down there to the bottom, you will see swap. If I tap on swap, this is what comes up. Now we can see we have XUSDC. If I hold that down, or just tap on it I should say, these are our options. We can use any coin we want to use all the way through this down to Cardano, but all I did was hit the X button to get out of that. But XUSDC is what we want because that's what we have. Now I need to, if you look up here at that top corner, let me bring that mouse up, it says Jeremiah. So I'm in the wrong account, so I need to click on that and I need to click on log out because I'm trying to teach you from the TGA YouTube wallet. So now I want to connect wallet and I will click on mobile. I am on a mobile device. I could use browser, and then I'm going to tap on the open wallet and I'm going to click open, and now it has brought up the wallet and I hit authorize. That way proton.swaps or the website can be authorized by me to use my wallet for different things. So face verification is done. We're in here. Now we have JED, and if you look at XUSDC, we have 243.7. So $243.71-ish cents. What we're going to do is we are going to swap that out for XPR. But again, click on XPR, tap on it, and again, you got all the different tokens there that you can swap it to. Alright, but we're going to use XPR because I just clicked on XPR or tapped on XPR. We're going to use it because we're also going to stake our XPR and start earning with our XPR. Earning yield, guys. That is what decentralized finance is all about. Having yield coming at you from every direction, from all of these different avenues, all of these different directions. So up here, one of those things is that we can stake XPR. Okay, we're going to go through a lot of different things as we go through a lot of videos, but right now we're learning to swap, and we're going to swap to XPR just a little bit, just so we can start earning some yield on that money. All right, so I'm going to let's just take $20. That's it, just 20. Again, start wherever you are. If you have $1, start with $1. Yeah, you're not going to get hardly any yield at all. But if you just put $1 in every single week, by the end of the year, that's $52. And that's $52 that was earning yield. It starts to compound. It starts to grow. It starts to multiply. No matter if the market is going up or the market is going down, none of that matters. We know that it goes up over the long haul, over many years. Get that 5 to 10 year mindset. Get away from this, I want to buy and I want it to go way up and I want to sell and get a whole bunch more fiat currency. Eventually fiat currency is going to go away. We're going to have asset-backed currency. Okay, now that's my opinion, but it's based on a lot of research and it's based on what I believe to be very credible evidence. But if you're not there and you don't believe that, that's fine, but why would you ever want to take something where you can yield on your asset and put that back into fiat, which is losing value on a daily basis? It's less and less purchasing power. It requires more and more dollars to buy the same thing. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do $20, as you see there, which that will give us 3,088.3258 XPR. So let's go ahead and hit the swap button, and when it does, it's going to ask us to open up our WebAuth wallet, and we will open our WebAuth wallet, and then this will come up here in just 1 second, or maybe it won't. Let me go back. And let me check my WebAuth wallet. Okay, so we'll go back here and we will X out of that because it didn't show up in our WebAuth wallet, and I'm glad it did that so you guys can see what to do when it does fail. So we'll hit swap again, open the wallet, and let's see if it works this time. If it doesn't, then I need to check some things. Okay, get back out of it. I'm going to try it one more time. Swap, open. Huh, it's not working right now, guys. How about that? Go figure. Was not able to reach the link, it said. So let me see what it says. Unable to reach link service, network request failed. Optional, sign manually using QR code. Well, let's try that since I got it on the screen anyway. Let me go ahead and go back to the WebAuth wallet. Hit that button down there at the bottom. Oh, but when I switch, it switches to that. That's not gonna work. Alright, let's get out of that, and then, well, let me go back in there. Alright, let me get out of that, and then we'll come back in here. Open the wallet. Open. There we go. Now it's working. I don't know. Alright, there it is, guys. You can see it on your screen now. So I'm going to hit authorize. It's being authorized. We go back to this, and it has officially swapped. Now, I'm going to go out of this. That's in our browser. I'm going to go back to the wallet. And you can see we have $19.92 worth of XPR token. That is the transaction fee. That is not a gas fee. Okay, there are 0 gas fees. Right? Everything you have on all chains, you have a gas fee and a transaction fee, which goes to the node operators. So it took off 8 cents, right, for a transaction fee, but there was no gas fee on top of all that. For example, I have $32 on my Ethereum wallet. Okay. But for me to move that $32 into the exchange or into something, it cost me $42 in gas fees. It's pointless. These gas fees are ridiculous. But now I am showing you my desktop. So we learned how to do it on the cell phone. Now let's do it on the desktop. So right now it's got us on loan. We want to go to USD coin. And we are going to swap it this time for, well, we could do XMD to show you some other things in a later video. But let's go ahead and go with Metal. Let's go with Metal. Where's Metal? Metal blockchain. Okay. So we selected, we want to go from we want to swap from XUSDC to the Metal coin. And we will do 50. And then we will swap that by clicking on the swap. Sign the transaction as soon as it pops up. And this is on the desktop. Well, for some reason it stopped recording, and I don't know why. But all you do, guys, is you put in the amount up here, and then you hit swap. Your wallet will pop up. You'll put in your PIN or face print or whatever, maybe YubiKey or whatever. And then you will sign the transaction key, or the transaction. Sorry, I just messed that up, and I apologize. The WebAuth wallet will come up, and then you'll click on sign, and then you will put in your YubiKey or your PIN or face print. Okay, so that's all we're going to do in this video. Again, the top one is what you want to swap from. The bottom one is the one you want to swap to. In later videos, we will go over these. Now, if you remember, when we were using the mobile app, these were at the bottom of the screen, and now they are at the top of the screen. We are in the Metallicus ecosystem at this point, guys. And the DEX, the decentralized exchange, is the trade function. And here you can do limit orders, stop losses, take profits. You can do market orders. All right, various things that you can do. We will cover these things in detail in a video. Again, the swap function is over here to be able to swap from one token to another token. And just quickly, I want to show you something here. So you have XUSDC. What if I want to swap it to, say, XRP instead of XPR? Well, if I click on this and I look here and I look there and I look at that one in Bitcoin and I scroll up and I see that one and that one and that one, Snip coins there. And then we got Litecoin, Lunar Crush, Binance, EOS, Dogecoin, Cardano, and Metal Dollar, but there's no XRP. Just because it's not listed here doesn't mean that you can't get it, okay? And I'll show you that in a later video because there's some things you got to do. There's pools, and here you can do put your two different tokens in 50-50 and earn yield that way. There's farming. After you put money into the pools, you can get the pool token and then bring that into your farm, earn even more money. There is bridging. I'm not going to do that, but this is where you can bridge from currency, from your bank to cryptocurrency. There is fiat. Let me just back up so we can get out of that. There's fiat, and again, you can authenticate this and then transfer money in. OTC. Now, over the counter is if you have a lot of money, like a lot of money. Say you want to swap 1 million USDC into a token. Well, if you take that 1 million, you go through the decentralized exchange or you go through a centralized exchange, you are going to have a significant effect on the price of that market or that particular token. And so you can do over the counter. And again, this is completely decentralized. There's no middleman. It's all done by smart contracts. There's nobody involved in it. It is as secure as it can possibly get. And it's done by a smart contract. So, nobody's involved. You can stream income to other people. Like someone comes over to mow your grass and you want to stream the pay minute by minute to them in case they leave at a certain time. You can just stop. Right? Well, that's what stream is. You can stream. Again, guys, it's going to take a paradigm shift for you to understand the new financial system. Instead of getting paid every week or every 2 weeks or once a month, you can stream it by the minute to people. Okay? Whole new world ahead of us. You can send a gift card to somebody. Just put the amount, the token that you want, which token you want to use. Of course, you have to have the token. So far, we have USDC, XPR, and Metal. So these are the only three options I have to send to generate a gift card and send it to somebody. And then there is the loan protocol where you can put money in and you can lend and borrow. And you just have to go to Explore Market to get there. So that's it, guys. That is everything you need to know. We will be getting into each one of these that are up here at the top, one by one in videos, so that you can completely understand this ecosystem and earn yield from multiple directions. But now you know how to swap from one token to another. Get in the Word, stay in the Word, and get the Word in you. It's probably the most important thing you can possibly do in your life. And we will catch you in the next video. Please, guys, let me know in the comments. Am I confusing you? Are these videos helping you? Are they not helping you? Let me know so I can adjust the videos and do what I need to do to benefit the most amount of people. Alright, we'll catch you in the next video.